guys, Meltblaw here, and today I have another nuke, but I will be talking about how to get nuclear medals easier. So the thing is, a nuclear, you probably know, is 30 kills without dying. In this game I got a 50 kill streak. Wait, hold up, let me just turn down the volume on this. I think that's good. Yeah, I'll turn it down a little bit more. Yep, I'm showing you in theater mode how this all happened. So this game I'm using my Pharaoh. It's it has long barrel for sure. It has FMJ, rapid fire, and extended mag. So just if you want my class, then jot that down. I believe I'm using flak jacket because that's a lifesaver. Here I actually don't challenge that again because that was extremely dangerous. And that's one of the things you have to know when you're trying to get a nuclear. You have to know whether the situation you're in is dangerous or not. See there, I kept firing because I knew that if he walked into my bullets, he would have been dead. Also, know how to YY, like I just did right there. I just did a YY and killed that kid who would have actually killed me. Now, another thing, aim. You have to make sure that your aim is spot on at all times. Another thing, mini-map. Always look at your mini-map. It doesn't matter what happens, make sure you have your eye on that mini-map. Like, focus on the mini-map, and then you want to, after that, go to, if you see someone on the mini-map, then you want to go and look in your screen. Streak setups. I'm going to say this now. Hater. 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 Absolutely amazing. Hater is a life-saving and nuclear bringing score streak. In some cases, like actually in many cases, that you have, like, you're looking at the minimap, right? Say you have a UAV. A UAV can only do so much because ghost, they won't appear on your UAV. They'll appear on the hater. So that's the first thing that's insanely critical. If they have ghost, they're not going to appear on the UAV, which is why UAV, it's a great streak and it's really easy to get and it's wonderful, but it does have its flaws because it is a low streak. Now hater, it can be shot down, but if you have other streaks that go along with it, like Wraith and Wraps. Now this is actually a deadly streak setup. Hater, Wraith, and Wraps. It is so good because the Wraps will actually kill all of like the enemies that your hater like doesn't help you get, or that you do not kill with your own gun. Now, the reason why it's so good is because if you have a Wraith on its own, the enemies are probably going to shoot it down. If you have Hater and Wraith, the chances of getting your Wraith shot down are less, but there's still a pretty big chance on it being shot down. Mainly because the one thing, if you're not able to like push them so hard to the point where you're constantly killing them, you're never gonna keep that Wraith. It's gonna get destroyed. Now here this is where I end up getting my nuclear medal. If it's after this last kill. That kid missed me with his shotgun and I killed him. And so pretty much the thing you have to know is that when you're running your streaks, you have to put streaks that synergize together that will help you get your nuke. Like in my case, I think all of my nukes have been with Wraith, Hater, Wraps. I've choked on some nukes when I ran just Wraith and Hater, but Wraith, Hater, Wraps is actually amazing. Now, that's the guy right there. He actually killed me on my, when I was on my 50 gun streak. He was the guy who killed him, so, who killed me. The guy was using a Dracon, he ended up no-scoping me with it. And, well, yeah, I was fine with that, because this is actually a flawless nuclear. And pretty much, if you don't know what a flawless nuclear is, it's getting a nuke when you're kind of like not, so getting a nuke on your first life. It's kind of like getting a nuked out in free-for-all, but with actual, like, when you're allowed streaks. So that's just a flawless nuclear. So back to the streaks. They're so good. You absolutely have to make streaks that synergize together. If you're intending on getting a nuke and you haven't yet, Hater is wonderful. Like, I cannot stress this more. Hater. Use that. It's amazing. As well as be mindful of the way you're playing. Like, as you can see here, I'm just picking off one person and then immediately running away, because I know that if I just run in there, I'm gonna die. Like, there's literally no chance of surviving. Try to pick people off one by one. If you're ever forced to be in a situation where there's 3 people, immediately either run out, go to cover, and like peek in and out of cover, and like do whatever you can to survive. But the thing you have to know is that never run into a situation where there's more than 3 people on your Hater. This is why you have to look at your minimap. Make plays that are smart. By looking at your minimap, you see what is going on your minimap, and you can play based on that. Now, there, I knew I was gonna get that kill, so I peeked out and got it. So, that's 2 important things. Streaks, minimap, as well as another thing you have to know your gun. When can it do what? And know the situations it works well in. Use a gun that you're also good with. Like, don't, okay, this is where I die. But, back to that. Don't mess around. Don't use, like, guns that you know you're not good with. Like, in core, I'm actually terrible with the Razorback. I cannot get many kills with it. For some reason, my thing keeps glitching out here. So, I'm just saying, like, don't use guns that you're not good with. It makes no sense. Another thing. Play your own style. It doesn't matter how you play. Just make sure that it works. Make sure you can have your aim on the enemy, and very good. Now, I'm going to actually go into custom games here, and I'm going to set up a game. First, look, I'm gonna just show you quickly with these streaks. Support. Careful. If you're going for your first nuke, support is not exactly a good idea, as the game is going to be too fast-paced. Another thing, specialists. Know which specialists are good and which ones aren't. A specialist that I always avoid, like I never ever use a specialist, is Nomad. He's actually very, very, I don't know, he's just not amazing. Hive can be actually really good, but Rejack, never use that. Don't use Rejack. Unless you're going for hero gear, don't use Rejack. Terrible idea. Another thing, Purifier is great. This thing is wonderful, but stay aware that after you start burning someone, they can still kill you. So you want to like pop in and out of cover. That's how you efficiently use that. Great for getting chain kills. Heat Wave, wonderful. It can be a lifesaver. Active Camo can also be a lifesaver. Ripper can be a lifesaver. It's pretty annoying when you get killed by it because it's actually hard to defend against it unless you have like a shotgun or something. but it's really good. Psychosis is okay. It's not amazing, but it's usable. Scythe, amazing. You have to have aim though. This one you need aim. Hive, don't run into gunfights with this thing. This you have to actually play smart with, which is why I'm gonna say avoid Hive if you're trying to get your first nuke. Unless you know how to use it very well. Combat focus. This can be great if you're not good at getting your streaks set up. Like if you can't get your streaks very easily, use combat focus. If you like, or actually another thing that you can do is when you already have your streak set up, combat focus is also great because you can go around and look at what's happening. So combat focus is great. It can help you get your streaks like for the first time or help overlap them really easily. Annihilator is great if you have aim, like Scythe. Battery. War Machine. I don't like the War Machine for one reason. It bounces everywhere, and people use Flak Jacket like I do, because Flak Jacket is personally one of my favorite perks. Like, one of my friends recommended it to me, and ever since I like barely don't use Flak Jacket. I always use it. Kinetic Armor is lifesaver. Great. War Machine, I don't really use it because Flak Jacket. And because it's also kind of hard to hit with. Glitch. I have mixed feelings about this one. I personally don't like it, but it's a good one. It is a good one. But Tempest, this one, oh my god, it is wonderful. If you don't have Blackjack, like, unlocked, because I'm going to get into that later. If you don't have Blackjack unlocked, this is amazing. Tempest is amazing. But once again, you need good aim. And I'm going to be going into some tricks on how to have good aim, or improve your aim. Fission Pulse. This is good. Sparrow is good. I won't deny it, but it's definitely not the best, because it explodes after. And if you don't hit them with the initial shot, the explosion might not even kill them, and they can kill you. It's like a sniper. You have to hit your first shot most of the time, or you're gonna be dead. Overdrive. This can be great, but it can also be bad. But it's definitely a decent choice. Like, most of these specialists are actually really good, and I'm gonna be recommending a certain few. Gravity spikes, good and all, but no. So those are the specialists for now. I'm gonna be cutting the video, and I'm actually gonna be back. So okay guys, I'm back, and now streaks. Wraith Hater wraps, that's what you mainly want, but I'm gonna be going into this. I'm gonna be showing you this just for this right now. Okay, so what's gonna happen is I'm using the Tempest right now. Wonderful specialist. Okay, I'm gonna recommend a few to you right now. If you know how to use it properly, Overdrive. Same with Vision Pulse. Tempest, amazing. Use it. Use that. Combat Focus, use that. Scythe, use it. Active Camo, if you know how to use it, then use it. Purifier, I'll actually teach you how to use it in this game, but that's a very good one. And Heat Wave is also really good. So I'm gonna use Purifier, and I'm gonna actually make a class. So this is a good class right here. This is actually one of my favorite class setups. It's the Vesper. And the thing is, with it, I use grip, extended mag, and fast mags. That's the attachments, so that it doesn't fly around all the place. And recently it got buffed, so it's amazing. The flak jacket is wonderful. I cannot stress it more. If you're trying to get your first nuke, this is great. Great. You will not get killed by explosives. I don't know how to stress it more. You won't get killed by HCXDs. I hate those things. I don't understand why people use them, because they take so much game time out. They're like 4 kills or 5 kills to get, and you control the HCXD. That's my main problem with it. You have to control it, and you only get 25 score for it, so it's actually terrible. Like, you can get maybe, okay, sometimes people get like doubles or triples with it, but there's no point in using it. It's actually a terrible streak. Scavenger is wonderful. Actually wonderful. You have to put this on your class generally if you're trying to get a nuke. Like, this is one of the best perks. Fast hands, I put it on my Vesper class because YYing it makes it faster and much easier. Tac mask is great. People use dead silence, and I'm 100% fine with that. Dead silence is actually a very good perk, especially when you're trying to flank and all that. And blast suppressor, this is also a good one because thrust jumping puts you on the mini map, and if you have this, you take it off. Awareness is only good if you have a headset. I had a headset, I still do, but the cable for it is damaged, so I don't really use awareness that much as of the moment. But you have to know how to hear. If you're going to use awareness, use my sound setup that I have right here. If I go to audio, high boost. This is good. I'll even play a test for you now. And so pretty much the game is actually designed really well to the point where if there's footsteps coming from your left, it will go to your left ear. If it's coming from the right, it'll go to the right one, which is why you have to make sure to wear your headset on properly. Do not put the left headset piece on the right. That is a terrible idea. But now let's get into it. I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna set up bots 6 on each team. I'm gonna set them veteran, create a class. So that's my Vesper class. Tac mask, because stuns are so good in this game. They're really overpowered. Tac mask is amazing. I'm gonna take off this class and make another one. I'm gonna make you my Pharaoh class that I had. This one. So I use FMJ, I use extended mag, I use rapid fire, and I use long barrel. This is great. This right here is actually really great. Right here. Now I'm gonna verify that that's actually my class, because if I go into here and it's custom 3. Yeah, see, FMJ, extended mag, rapid fire, long barrel, flak jacket, scavenger, and tac mask. Screenshot that right now. Like, I'm telling you, that is actually great. So go back, pause the video, and screenshot that. So now that you have that, I'm gonna make the class here. Another thing I have to say, camos don't really matter. I personally, like, I don't think I had a camo in that. I don't remember having a camo in that, in that nuke. Like, I was just using the gun. You don't really need, camos are just something cool that you put on your gun. Like, I don't have dark matter yet, but that's kind of fine. I'm almost there. I'm gonna be making a video that when I unlock dark matter. And so pretty much, I'm gonna be talking about a few things in this game, so I'm actually gonna cut the video once more, and then I'm gonna get into it. Okay guys, one thing before I start it, I'm gonna be cutting into the actual, like, kind of past the beginning of it, of like the match. And so pretty much I want to explain this. You want sensitivity of 4 on both. Don't want higher or lower as of now. You want, after that you'll change it. Target assist disabled. Controller vibration disabled. Button layout, keep that default. Don't use stick and move for tactical, as they will mess up the way you play. Tactical, you'll crouch too much most likely, and with stick and move, your aim is going to be off. Like, you won't be able to get that many jump shot kills with stick and move. It's actually, it's decent, but it actually messes around with your with your aim. So don't do it. If you're left-handed, you can do lefty, but I actually do not suggest it, except one thing. Change the one thing you want to change in your controller is the fire weapon and aim down sights. You want that to be R1 and L1. You don't want it to be R2 and L2, because you don't want it, or for Xbox's right bumper, left bumper, right trigger, left trigger. You want it to be right trigger, left trigger, or L1, R1, because you have to push it down more. It's actually just better, because to use a specialist, you slide down as well. Like, you slide down to use a specialist, while the other one you have to actually slide up, which is harder. So to activate the specialist, it's easier, it can save you more, and you can quickly just get back right up to shooting again. And plus, you press it quicker. Like, it actually helps. Because if you try to be a trigger, trigger fingers work better on the triggers. That's why it's trigger finger, not bumper finger. So, 23 unstoppables. Ha! Get him. Okay, so pretty much now I'm gonna be cutting into it, and I'm gonna go over a few things on how to play. You want to peek in and out of cover with the purifier. Make sure that you don't overuse that bus shot, like the bus head glitch, jump over buses, things like that. I'll explain it. So see you then. Here, like that right there, it's a great spot, no, but you don't want to overuse it. Definitely not, because it is a head glitch and people are gonna start pushing you way too many times. But the bus itself, if you just use the bus as the bus, it is great. Okay, if I do this, oh, I just got punched, damn. Okay. Now, most of my nuclears are with the Pharaoh. Actually, yeah, pretty much all of them are with the Pharaoh, because the Pharaoh is actually my favorite gun. As it is not actually too overpowered, it's actually one of the worst SMGs in the game. Has you have to get the first burst on, usually. Some would argue that it's actually the most overpowered SMG in the game, but it's actually really not. It's not at all. Oh wait, one burst. No, it does one burst, and yeah, but that it doesn't normally one burst. Yet you actually have to hit all 4 shots with it in a burst to one burst. So no, I didn't punch there. I could have punched and won that gunfight. Okay, I'm gonna take the ICR one. Oh my. Yeah, it's thermites. Yeah, I don't see the point in people using thermites in actual matches. Thermites are actually pretty bad. Yeah, that's another situation where YYs help. Pretty much if you think you killed a person, but you start reloading, YYs can help so much. That's where I back out of there. I should have backed out earlier, but I got lucky. And that's why I should have backed out earlier, because as you can see, I just got one shot. Not even one burst, just one shot by that. So that's proof that no one to back out. I'm gonna pull out my purifier. I'm gonna hop on top. Oh damn. Yeah, they're veteran bots, so they'll actually be able to see you perfectly first try. Like no effort at all. They see you, you're dead, pretty much, unless you kill them first. Like they have great aim. So I have some more suggestions for improving your like improving your just game style, and in general your like that's one thing you also have to improve, not just your aim but your game style. And that is in order to improve your like the way you play, I suggest you actually watch people play the game. Like you watch gameplay. Like that's why I'm actually playing the game for you, so I can actually show you like kind of how I play the game. This is how I normally play it. I just like run in and get as many kills as possible and all that, and pretty much oh, that was a weird kill. I didn't even see where the guy was killed from. I saw after, but so pretty much you want to watch people actually play and like go off. Don't watch people spawn trap. Like that can be interesting to watch, but it's actually it doesn't benefit you much because you're not going to be doing that most likely. You're most likely just a casual player who goes into lobbies and plays the game like the majority of other people. It's like I do that. I don't really spawn trap too much. Like I tried it once with some friends, but like there were only 3 of us were capable of doing it, so we didn't pull it off too well. Yeah, that was dangerous. I tried to go into the cover. See, use your surroundings and like use anything as cover. Anything you possibly can. Also, make sure you pre-aim. Pre-aiming is really good. Don't pre-fire. That usually gives away your location. Unless you actually have to pre-fire. Or if you're gonna like, if you know someone's about to come around the corner and you're low on health, you can start pre-firing because you don't want to die. But I don't suggest just pre-firing every single corner. That's just not a good idea. That was terrible aim. I could have gotten an ultra kill there on veteran bots. It's okay. That was my fault. As you can see, I'm pretty much wrecking these bots without aim assist. Yeah, punch that. Yeah, so I'm going off on these bots. But see, as you can see, that spot, you go into it like once, right? And then that's it. You just don't go again. Oh, that was a screw up. I screwed up there. Okay. That was terrible. That was actually terrible aim. I shouldn't have gotten that kill. Yeah, that was a death. If I like went prone, I could have possibly killed that person, but most likely not. Oh, that's me backing out of that fight because that's not safe at all. Well, oh, this spot just tried to click to 360 no scope me. Oh, I died because I ran out of ammo. I'm gonna take this Kuda. No, it's terrible. Just take the PP out and get that. My suggestion is, actually, another thing I have to say. Pick up other people's guns. I might have already said this. I don't even remember anymore. But make sure you pick up other people's guns. Like, that can be one of the best things you ever do. It will be a lifesaver. It'll be backup. But I don't suggest you run around using that gun. Unless you know, unless they have like a better class setup than you on like your own gun. I don't suggest you pick up their gun and start using it over your gun. Like, you only want to do that if you absolutely like have to. Like you're out of ammo or something. Oh, and they flipped. Awkward. Okay, this is actually a dangerous situation now, because they flipped. And that happens, generally. As you can see, I was peeking out of corners. I knew that 3 of them were there, and they weren't even looking, so I came behind them and purified them. Oh my god. Now, another thing you can do, you can use, like, you can jump over the buses now because of this. So, my suggestion, use that over the bus shot. It's really good, and it does only work if you have good aim, but if you do, it pays off. And this exercise does help with aim. So, I'm going to be going to the classes now, and I'm going to be showing you some of the classes that I use. Like, a lot. So, I'll see you then. Okay, so I'm going to be going to the classes now. This is free-for-all, don't copy this one. This one's only for nuked outs, generally. This is a free-for-all class. That's my Vesper class that I showed you. That's the Pharaoh class I showed you. This is a Manowar class. I don't use this one as of now, but if you want, you can screenshot them. You can screenshot all my classes. This is an M8 class. This is kind of like a professional one, kind of. Kuda, this one. I want to show you this one. Extended mag, fast mags, and I believe that's rapid fire. Yeah. This is wonderful. Wonderful. You can replace rapid fire with stock. I just like rapid fire because you kill quicker. As it got nerfed recently to the point where it like, now you need more bullets to kill from farther ranges. And flak jacket. Take less damage from enemy explosives. Wonderful. Like I've already explained it to you. My standard 4 perks right here. This is great. This is actually great. Pair this up with quick draw and you're gonna be winning a lot of gunfights that you normally shouldn't. So that's my Kuda class. This is my other Weevil class. This is my normal one. I'm running quick draw, rapid fire, and long barrel. Okay, so I'm going to be going to the classes now, and then I have the standard perks. Like I have my normal perks on there. Now I can remove fast hands, but it's a submachine gun and I'm running quick draw, so since it's paired up, it actually works well. Now what I could do is I could remove, like, because I'm feeling I need grip on this gun because I've recently been using it. So I could remove quick draw, but I'm not gonna. So just use that. That's what the classes now. Named wrong because I like mixed around my classes. This is my hardcore domination class. This class is also really good and normal setups. This is my FAR. It's okay. I don't use it too much anymore. This is my sniper class. It's my standard one. This one's actually really good for me. However, I'm going to be replacing this with an AR because I don't really play with ARs too much. I'm more of an SMG player. The can is pretty good though. Like I will not lie about that. This gun is actually amazing. So one class I like about this, like with it, is fast mags, extended mags. I know that was one of the attachments. And then I think I ran, I don't remember exactly what was the third one. It might have been long barrel. I don't think so though. All I know is there's fast mags, extended mags, and then you can actually play around with gun. Like you can really play around. I'm gonna put stock on it just because stock is a very useful attachment. It helps with aim. It definitely does help with aim. Scavenger for sure because it's an AR, so you're not gonna be gunning as much as you are with an SMG. SMGs, you want to be more up in their spawn, while ARs, you can still do that, but it's gonna be more awkward, as with ARs, you have to play more laid back. Not too pushy, but also not camping, you know, that doesn't exactly work. Now, since I'm running these attachments, I'm gonna run fast hands, as if I need a YY, because I have extended mags, so I'll probably be able to get several kills in, and if I'm in the middle of reloading, I can YY and shoot. So that's wonderful. So yeah, that's my KN class that I generally use. This is, well, actually I don't generally use this one. I usually use a different one, but I tried this out recently and it was great. So that's it for today's video. I spent a lot of time recording this. I hope you really enjoyed it. As you can see, my crypto key count, I'm saving up for another video that's coming out soon. And thanks for watching. Have a great day and goodbye.